So you see here the test case is pass. Okay. Nothing. I'm just comparing here whatever I've got, whatever I've entered is there or not, and entering the. Were you there when this got entered?
No, calendar part we didn't see.
Okay, fine. So in that case, let me rerun. Mhm. Hmm. So nothing can be done. It is flaky there, that part. So try to figure out how to just give in some AI and ask this what has been done. Please give the better solutions for that. Okay, that also take it as because this is a real time challenge. Flakiness of test cases is very common. Oh, now it will feel I didn't change. It's already created. See, it already exists. One last time we'll try. Otherwise, we'll just proceed. Okay. Hmm. See that playwright 1818. See the date of birth field now. Now I'm opening the playwright inspector here. Okay. See it open. Can you see this date of birth field? I'm trying to enter. First, you click on it. It gets clicked, and then see I'm able to enter it. It's working, and then I'm saving it here. That's all. Once I save, I'm reloading it. And now your homework is to verify whether now manually we're able to see it is saved. I want you to verify via automation. Read it from this and check whatever we have entered is also same. So that verifies the test case. Got it?
Okay.
So, but now there is one more thing that I was trying to say. I told you in 80% of the applications, this calendar field is enabled. But can you see here the moment, let's say I have entered, I've clicked on this, I want to check the locator of this down arrow, which has turned orange. But the moment I try to hover over it, the calendar widget will disappear. then how will you handle such scenarios? Okay, this is a little trickier part, but then one of the easiest and best ways. Uh, Let me try to rerun so that I can explain it better. Wait. Okay. Wait. Mm. So when the playwright inspector gets opened, right, there is one locator. So what will happen? The moment you click somewhere else, right, you try to inspect, the calendar widget will disappear. To make sure it will not disappear, open Playwright Inspector so that the DOM elements are frozen. When I say frozen, nothing gets disappeared or detached, nothing happens. It's frozen. When it is in the frozen state, it is easier for you to inspect and take the locators and then go ahead, right? So there is page playwright scrolling and all that is required for this calendar. See now, see this is what I'm talking about. See, pick locator is there, na? Which is there in the playwright inspector. Now let us first click on it. Okay. Now it got opened. Can you see it got opened? So now the moment I try to click on this will only give me the locator. See? Now you put this in your screen. Dot click if you do, it will open. Okay? Artha ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? That is how I've collected all these locators. It is saying this locator. Let's say I want to change the month. This locator it is telling over this, it's telling get by role button nth of 3. Because this widget disappears whenever we try to get the locator, the only solution for you is to freeze the DOM elements. One of the best strategy is to open the playwright inspector, take the locator that it has and inspect it. Got it? This is how you're going to handle it. And you have to click on this, click on this, click on whatever year you want. If you see here, you can do this. Get by role. So this is for the year thing, right? That is what this told. And get by text 1995, if you do, it should be able to select 1995 because that is a unique text, right? It should be able to select. Similarly, this is the month one. Okay. I'll just give this in WhatsApp. And get by text January means it should be select. You try this when you have time. Hopefully it should work. Okay. So this is how we're going to handle the calendar when that field is not enabled. And also when the calendar widget disappears, open the Playwright Inspector to freeze the DOM elements. Okay. This is the strategy that you have to use. Any questions on this?
How did you open the Playwright Inspector in between the test?
This is what you do. This dot page dot pause.
Was okay, fine.
When you do this, it opens. Okay. And whenever you are trying to push the code to GitHub, make sure that you remove this. Otherwise, it will pause in CI/CD also, and nothing gets executed. Okay.
Yeah, so it's only for debugging, right?
It's only for debugging. That is the best part about Playwright. Debugging is very easy. There is something called as trace viewer also. Okay. So basically, before a particular line, what happened? After a particular line it got executed, what happened? That is also very good. But most of the times I've used debugger this one only, then this suffices. That was not required for me. But if at all you want to, you know, feel like that is also one of the better way, you can go for that. So till now, we have completed most of the things. Okay. Uh, so this select drop downs we have done. We have this text boxes, how to fill and all we saw. With inner text, we got to know how to read the elements and click. Of course, we'll click on the things, whatever you want. Then child window we saw, new tab and same tab. Okay. And then, framework design is also already completed on the first day. And this is also, this is actually a complex thing which is already covered in the initial classes. And then test data is separated. Okay. We have our reports folder. And loggers, I have not told, but that's okay. It's not like there is something called as Winston logger. Okay. When you get time, just do that. Winston logger, which will help you to understand how the control flow went and all those things. Anyway, we have screenshots on failures. There, you can enable videos also on failures. I have not done that. And what else we have covered? We have covered today this one, file upload, calendar. Remaining thing is iframe. I have not covered because I was not able to figure out where is iframe in this application. Okay, so let me open a different application only for that iframe thing and let me cover. And auto suggestions. So when I say auto suggestions, let's say there is a drop down and you give India. Okay. There are multiple options. Let's say there are three options that come. How will you tell Playwright that I want option two? That is auto suggestion. So except for these two, I think we have covered, all the UI elements. And the next part come API. How do you integrate API with this UI framework? That I will cover. Okay. How do you define the base URL? How do you in the post? How do you do a payload and all those things? Let's look at it in the later part. So tomorrow, let me cover iframes and auto suggestions. And if possible, let me initiate API. By Friday, we should be good to go. No? If everything goes well, we should be able to complete it. Any questions?
Oh, what is it? Parallelization, where we covered it? Like just
Yeah. So initially, right, if you see on the day one, we had something called as world.ts.
okay, okay.
Okay. Why do we have this? Because if you see, I have defined context, page, and objects for each of the page objects. Why are we doing this? We want our context, pages, and all the objects to be isolated for each scenario. In Cucumber, there is something called as a word constructor. If you go to Google or you can go to ChatGPT also, just ask what is word constructor in Cucumber framework. This used to define a custom class that provides isolated context for each scenario. Okay. An instance of this world is created for every scenario, allowing data and state to be shared between the different steps and hooks within a specific scenario without affecting others. So basically, this is for see, we're using this. This is for parallelization. You can just get to know more about it. See, the same thing it has also written set world constructor, custom world, all those things. Got it? We have done this also. We've done almost the same thing. So
Okay.
basically, that is for parallelization. That's all. For now, just understand that. So when people ask, how do you manage the regression suite as and when the regression suite becomes bigger, parallelization is one of the concept to reduce flakiness and also to uh, save time. API is one of the thing. There is something called as network intercept also, which is like a very advanced concept. So let's not do that for now. Okay. So these are the things. iframe. See, there is some website that I saw. I think automation practice. One second. Automation practice. Blogspot.
Shall I stop the recording?
Yeah, you can start. Somewhere I saw.